I told you when I was in Mexico, one time when I was a kid, and I didn't know that like other things had penises. That chiquillo, you know? So I was walking by and
Nomás salen los huevotes, you know.
yeah, I mean that's you would see like a cow with big balls, and then like or whatever the fuck. I saw balls, right? And then one night I was walking by in Mexico, you know, like fucking random ass donkey, like just chilling. So I seen him, you know, it was unmistakable, bro. Like estaba así, güey. Like, che, fierrote, güey, you know, like.
They hang brain, bro.
See, and I looked over and I was like, ay, güey, like, they got dicks out here, and they're just like out here, like. I was like, mi respetos, güey. I was just like, the army theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to CharroBeans podcast, the Mariachi podcast.
How you guys doing?
This is episode 99. 99 episodes of CharroBeans podcast means it's been a long motherfucking time since we've been doing this.
Doesn't feel like a lot.
It does though, kind of. Like if you watch the first couple episodes of this,
You can't watch them.
oh yeah, the first 6 didn't exist on video because I was still trying to figure out the whole thing. But after that, have you ever looked at it? It's very rough. I mean, even I feel like it looks better.
To this day, no.
Everything's a little bit more consistent, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But that first episode, I remember it was in there. The background was still very plain.
It wasn't here.
No, it was over there. First episode.
Oh,
was
the
in
video?
there.
Like video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first couple episodes were actually here, but they were not on video, so everything was just audio. But we were sitting right here. You were right there, and I was right here.
Cables everywhere.
Cables there. Well, kind of like now. I mean, to do this on a weekly basis, I have to throw everything in here. But eventually, when we moved to the new room, if you look at the video, like from the first time that we did this on video, it was really rough. Lighting was kind of weird. I was still trying to figure everything out, and at least it looks more más o menos.
It was good.
Yeah, but you've changed a lot, dude.
Wow.
In the past two years.
Like, fuck me, right?
Nah, pues.
No, ¿sabes qué, güey? Estoy harto. No te creas. Just like go off. Like.
Because you said you're gonna shave the beard.
Sí.
When?
Probably when I get my next haircut.
You're gonna break a lot of people's hearts. A lot of people like it, bro.
Not me.
I mean, they've liked it. They're like, ay, Víctor, estás bien bueno. Así te dicen, ¿no?
Tú, güey. I'm like, no,
I'm like,
no más tú.
No más tú. No, yeah, but no, you changed a lot. I mean, as far as like I said, you were really skinny before, but now like you like could fight the old Victor.
No, lo mato, güey. No.
Sí, güey.
Pues todos, like, no.
No.
Sit on him.
Yeah. It's like when you see, I told you I saw like my memories on Snapchat. Ever since memories came out, bro, my life hasn't been the same. It just like it takes me back to like places that maybe, I mean, not that I went through like bad shit, but it was more like I went through. I was I was really there like a couple years ago, or like I was really doing this like a couple years ago. So like it'll be like random ass like snaps I've taken of you, and I'm like, I don't remember taking this, and it's just like you doing some stupid shit. But it's just like, damn, like everybody looks different, like me included, bro.
I have some.
Yeah. Oh no. That was a good day.
Todo loco, güey.
Todo mequiao.
I'm like,
yeah,
one shot.
No, but yeah, memories are just a whole another thing, dude.
That's me in middle school.
The fact that you guys had performances in middle school is pretty cool.
That was a JOTs.
I remember when you guys were in middle school, y'all had like a whole squad. Y'all had like a whole squad, and y'all were like doing gigs.
I think my 7th grade, they said, no, 7th or 8th grade. No, it was 8th grade, my 8th grade. You just said we were like the group with like the most rep. We had like an hour of rep.
Really?
Yeah. We even knew like Mariachi Loco. We played like El Caballito, Los Laureles.
And y'all were going to
like,
parties and shit, right?
Yeah, I have a picture. We were playing like outside our house. Like there's like a pool in front of us. You're not there.
Nah, pues I was older.
Yeah. But yeah, Alondra was there.
Shit. But to have an hour's worth of music isn't easy.
For kids, yeah.
For kids, yeah. I mean, who's the youngest in the group? Like, were there 6th graders in there?
No.
7th grade? 7th and 8th grade?
Graders.
Yeah, people with at least 1 year's experience.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember him like Andrea, Vanessa, la hermana de Adrián.
Oh yeah, she used to play. Yeah.
Isaac, you remember Isaac? He was a real big dude.
Yeah, he used to play at the church choir, and he still
Yeah.
does. I think. Well, I haven't gone back to that church in a while, but him and he has a brother.
Yeah.
That
Oh, I
plays
think it was
too.
my 7th grade because they were there. They
And
were
he
older.
played. He played.
Oh, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah, and he played bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Baltasar, remember Baltasar?
Yeah,
Soccer
little
player.
brown kid. Yeah.
Soccer player, yeah.
He played vihuela.
He played guitar.
Well, he played.
Because the vihuela player from that time was Michael.
What?
Michael was on vihuela. And I was on guitar.
I always will remember Michael as the stripe, because the stripe he had. I mean,
It was a trend back then.
it was a
soccer
trend.
players,
It was
yeah.
a trend. Like, cause now I mean, obviously the Edgar Cup started as a joke,
Yeah.
and now it's like rooted in Mexican culture.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking wild. Like, I don't know if I talked about it on here, but like as a teacher, you see every kid that, like, especially at the middle school. Like, I stand at my door, like to make sure the kids aren't rub housing and shit like that, But they were walking down, and like every kid has like the same fit, same haircut, which makes me think, like, were we like that?
Yeah.
Cause
Not me though. Right.
oh no, you had the mohawk thing.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you had that. I mean, everybody had the moco de gorila,
Had a whole mohawk.
which was probably not, what's the word? FDA approved somehow. Like, it was Mexican approved. Like, you put that in your hands and it feels.
I mean,
wild,
I remember we all wanted it because it wouldn't turn white. The gels before that, they would like turn. They would turn like flaky.
If you use like the gel that is like the dollar one that comes in a huge tub, and like I remember because like all my cousins used to have this, and then we would go to parties and then we would like wrestle and shit, and then like at the end of it, like, I would be sticky.
Yeah.
And then they would be all like, they had like, it would look like, it had snowed on their head.
Yeah.
Like they had all the white shit on there. It was fucking gross. And you know what I saw today that like tripped me the fuck out? It was a TikTok. TikTok is like taking over culture nowadays. But it was kids at a party, and the el brincolín, what do you call it? I call it a moon bounce.
What?
A moon bounce, la casita, like the inflatable casita you go in it to jump.
Okay.
What do you call it?
Brincolín.
Brincolín?
Oh, makes
Okay.
sense.
I just got the moon bounce or the bounce house. Okay, that shit. They had one of those at a party, and it was like a guy like walking around, and he went to the moon bounce, and it was like empty, and then all the kids are inside just on iPads and their phones. So like, damn, like this is how it ends. Like,
Yeah.
like that generation is done. That like we were the last generation to have like genuine fun. So like that whole like wrestling with my cousins and like gel all over me and shit like that. It reminds me of there, because I think the comments were like, bro, that's where we used to take WWE to the next level. Because like, dude, I had so many memories of crying in there, or like fighting, or doing front flips.
Like anxiety attacks, like you almost died. One time they brought one to my elementary school.
Okay.
It was my 2nd grade. I
Yeah.
just got there, way.
Okay.
And
Like to like
from
Mexico.
see,
Oh shit.
and the whole class was in there. And then we decided to do this thing.
How many kids?
We had to be like 20 kids.
That's not safe. I think it tells you there's like a limit of how many kids
We
you're
didn't give
supposed
a fuck. Point is, like, we all like started jumping from side to side, kind of like doing races. And then like, like to win, after like doing enough races, you kind of do this thing where you kind of like jump to the other side, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're running and then you're like, I gotta get there
Get there
first.
faster.
So you're like,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
we did that enough.
Yeah.
We're like, where we all kind of had the same mentality. So the bounce house was
La
se
diada?
estaba ladeando.
Yeah.
Like, and like they were like, I was there was like 6 kids on me. Like I couldn't breathe. Way, like it was getting bad, and the teacher's like talking with someone. Is like, oh, like, hey, like, what are y'all doing? Like, I just remember being like, su pinche madre. He's like, ¿qué están haciendo? Pues que estamos jugando,
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do there, right? That's what you got it for.
Yeah, I mean, It's because I mean, think about it. If you're not fighting in a moon bounce, then what are you doing? Like you can only jump for so long. Like I said, like it literally felt like WWE because it had the four corners, and then you had ropes. You know,
Yeah.
you can't replicate ropes like on a trampoline. So like unless you got the trampoline with the sides, bro, that shit was A1. But like if you had a moon bounce, you could go it through the ropes and like
Yeah.
you throw someone over there and they come back to you. Like dude, like you. It's funny because like if you watch WWE, it always says the same shit. Like, don't try this at home. We todo el pedo. Like that's literally what we would do. That's like my main goal in life was to learn to do all these moves, like fucking frog splash, suplex, like the German suplex from the back. Like all the submission holds. I found out that they're real. Like because like I would get my little brother and I would do what's called the walls of Jericho, or like even the sharpshooter. So you put your leg through there and then like you wrap their legs up, you turn them around, and then you literally like are folding them like a scorpion.
Yeah.
So like you find out they're real because like my brother started crying and I'm like damn, like so this shit hurts, like for real like. And then you see why, because then like my mom comes like, ¿Qué le estás haciendo al niño? It's like, I mean, he was a kid at the time, right? So it's like my bad, like
Joe's like,
yeah. Like Family Guy, like
yeah,
dude. But that's how you find out that they're real. Like that, like the crossface, like all these different submission holds that I would try. They are rather dangerous. Like like on TV, they look like they hurt, but you're like, nah, they can't be that bad. And then like your brother's crying, so I'm guessing they're pretty real.
that was me with punching.
You punch? Oh, like you punch someone in real life?
I punched my cousin. Like, well, he made me mad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I used to watch like all the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, all the Sylvester Stallone movies. I used to watch them as a kid.
Like the fighting movies?
I was like 3 years old watching this shit, right?
Which is kind of early to be
it
exposed to
right.
violence.
But I mean, you see him fighting, and it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
And my cousin started this thing where he was like
Yeah,
drumming my back like really hard, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I just looked back. I'm like, Yahweh, like. I remember I hit him like right here way, and then like he started bleeding, and I'm like, like wait, and then he ran to his mom. And I'm like, puta madre.
The stress.
But what's cool about that is that my aunt understood. She's like, cause she saw him fucking with me, and she's like, no, pues ya ves, pa qué le estás? Why are you fucking with him? I'm like. Yeah, like why you fucking with me?
Yeah, I think that's a reflex I would think I would have as a parent. It's just like, well, why were you doing that shit?
Yeah.
I do believe in like letting a kid learn.
No,
like let him touch the stove. Like, you want to touch it, touch it. I already told you not to. Fucking do it. Te dolió? Ah, ya ves, cabrón. And then you give him a lollipop after. Like, ya ves? But I mean, like that way they learn. So your cousin had to get dick, like to know that like no andes jugando.
I was like Spider-Man was like,
yeah, like
Estas son armas blancas, cabrón. Like,
you know what's crazy? How much like shit like that sticks with you? Like that scene from Spider-Man 3 where like he becomes emo Peter, and like where he's standing in the mirror and he just puts his hair down. Bro, I thought I was Peter, but like I was like in my mirror at home, like literally like. Like it's crazy how like it's like little shit like that like just sticks in your head, like, and then like you have such an imagination as a kid, so like I had an obsession with that movie. Like I learned how to draw all the spiders. You know how he has like on the black suit he has a different spider. I learned how to. Yeah, like I used to draw them on Microsoft Word Paint or Microsoft Paint. I used to like draw them on there, make them my background, and me and my wife had the same experience with organizing music on Apple iTunes and all that shit.
Oh, we did too.
We would put like an album cover to make sure it's not just like the little music symbol or like
on Google Images.
Yeah. Just look up, whatever band it was, whatever album, and then you're literally like, I'm just like, this is before the internet, dog.
Yeah.
Like like this, your internet wasn't good enough, so you just like found shit to do on the computer. And like my iPod was like so organized, dude, back in the day, like, and it was all through my hard work, honestly.
Yeah,
like, it looked clean.
I did that with Dr. G's albums.
Yeah, because they were physical copies of paper.
I would name them too, because it would say like track 1, track 2. I'm like, ¿Sabes una cosa? I'm like, el rey. I'm like, ¿cómo se pone una ñ? Like, you know, like,
Yeah,
how the
back
fuck?
then.
El niño.
But,
He would be
yeah.
like, el nino. Like, fuck.
It wasn't till I got a Mac that I found out. I mean, you could, or like with the Mac, you just hold down the key and you could put
Yeah.
an Enya and all that shit. But back then, I had to do a Google search, like how do you type Enya in my computer, or I would just smart, bro, smart. Look up a word with the Enya already in it, copy, paste. There you go.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that was smart, bro. It got fucking IQ 9000, bro. Like, I was like, let's go. I'm like, come on, man. Too easy, you know?
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But yeah, man, it's just like tiempos que ya no se van a ver. Like, shit like that is just wild, man. Like, ya lo viviste y son memorias, o sea, las tienes en tu mente
Y luego te mueres.
y luego te mueres.
Y ya ni modo.
Y ya, pues, se fueron. Nothing is gonna replicate like that childhood or like all those childhood things. Like, things did change. I feel like things don't get experienced the same. Like, if I got a moon bounce tomorrow in my backyard,
I would not get on it.
oh yeah, I'd be too heavy for it. I'd hit one rope or like the side of it, and the whole thing's coming down. Though.
That's why I let Saul ride it the one time. Que se partió la madre.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would have been me, bro. Because, yeah, they were daring me, and I'm like, nah, wait. Like,
Yeah,
me va a matar. I'm going to land. Like, Saul stood up, but I would have just stayed there. Like, wait. Call 911.
My bones couldn't physically take the abuse anymore. Yeah. That was those were for like kid bones, like where they have the opportunity to take some beating, but like now there's not enough what's it called, bone marrow, I don't know, like it's too weak. It's too weak. Like, I'm gonna hit a backflip and then just fucking die. O morir a la verga. No, but how did we get on this?
We're talking about childhood.
Before that,
so I showed you like the memories.
Oh yeah, so the memories, yeah. So you look different, but in a good way. Yeah.
I'm like, you too, bro.
Señor,
you look cute.
Thanks, bro.
Con el pelo así, güey, pareces como Chayanne.
No, güey, just culeros, güey.
Che William Levy, güey.
No, lately I've been telling me el vato from los Temerarios. What's his name?
Forgot. Don Mike knows. Fuck.
But y'all were real fucked up, bro, because y'all put it on the iPad.
Yeah.
Like Arturo, okay, so like in the middle of the gig, Arturo like pulls up a picture from the guy. I mean, if you're at home, I don't know the fool's name, but look it up. It's the guy from Temerarios. I can't say it.
Temerarios.
Temerarios, right? What the fuck does that mean?
Like, the ones that inspire fear.
Nah, that's not right.
Like Temer?
Because they play nothing but soft shit, so why would they have like such a tough...
Bro, los Tigres del Norte, güey. You think there's tigers here, bro?
The Tigers of the North.
No son
That's
tigres.
true. Where are they from? The North? Los Tigres del Norte? What's their home base?
¿Los Tigres?
Yeah.
Ah, no sé, güey.
Like, de San Luis, de Querétaro.
Yo creo del norte.
Del Norte? Like,
El norte?
Del Norte? Like from over here?
No, güey.
Nah, güey. They're from Mexico. They're Mexican.
Yes, but, o sea, del norte. El norte de México, güey. ¿Qué iba a buscar?
Like Chihuahua or some shit?
I'm guessing,
I
Sinaloa.
don't know. Anyway, Los Temerarios.
You know what?
Arturo put up a picture on the iPad where he controls the sound system. We're fancy. We have we had to get there though.
Mocorito, México?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
We started off with the actual, like, what's it called? The console, like a mixing board. He has it on his iPad now. So in the middle of playing, motherfucker turns his iPad. Yeah, this one, blow it up though. Yeah, put it closer so you can see. Yeah, like. So Arturo pulls up this fool right there. No, look. Arturo pulls this fool right here with the long hair. Right there. But it's one of him when he's older. He's a little bit thicker and he has a mustache. So I was like, culeros, güey. Because it was, and he's like, no es el temerario, es el terminario.
Yo no dije nada. I wouldn't say. I was just there. I was laughing, bro.
Yeah, but I was like, and then Don Mike, this weekend too. He pulls it up on his phone. He's like, "Yeah, send me." Like, I was like, "I thought we forgot about this, bro." Like,
bro, I love this thing where like he shows me, I'm like, huh, and he's like, "What's this?" He doesn't mean. He's like,
yeah,
he always does that.
Yeah.
He wants an audience. He was
Yeah.
like,
It's funny because like it's like he. Well, I don't know. Do you think he knew how to use his phone and now like someone taught him like how to look up videos and how to look up like Google image search and shit?
well, I'm pretty sure it happened at some point, and then he just kind of like went off of it.
Cause like I think now like in the van he's like always on his phone now. Like he's like us. Like when we're traveling to the gigs, you know, usually if we're not all talking or having like a discussion, kind of like this podcast kind of came from the idea of like we're always already talking like in the van, so we're kind of doing this, but like on a podcast or that, but like on a podcast.
Yeah.
But like the Mike is like the older cat in the group, so he sits in the back.
I think the Luis is older.
Well, yeah, but I mean like he's in the front of the van, he's driving. But so like Don Luis is, I mean the Mike is all the way in the back, you know. So like he's always like sleeping or doing whatever. But I see him more on his phone now. I feel like he figured it out. Cause like now
I think he's in the very back too.
That's
You don't
true
hear
too.
anything from there.
He used to sit in the middle.
Yeah.
We kind of pushed him to the back, but he
You know.
likes it.
Who
Yeah.
pushed him?
Not pushed him, but like he
Someone
just
took his
started
spot.
sitting towards the back, and then now he's just
Yeah.
like in the back.
No, he
you know?
loves it there. Like,
Yeah, I mean he gets the whole seat to himself.
Yeah. He's
That's-
laying down the whole time.
Because as of right now, the group is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 7 people when everybody's there. We used to have 8. For the longest, it was 8. I think ever since Paco left, we've never had 8 again. Oh, sorry, since Paco retired, he retired.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, quote unquote. He was like, "Hey, ¿dónde vas? Voy a chambear, güey." Get it. Anyway, what did I say? So yeah, Don Luis like, fuck. The Mike has his phone out like all the time. So like, when he pulled up the picture, he's like, "Look, this is you, bro." Like I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah,
No fucking filter.
yeah.
Just
Like, Mike, please. Yeah, but it's El Terminario. Culeros. I've heard their songs, but like not like by choice. Like you know, it's
Yeah.
just like if you're rooted in Mexican culture, you've heard, you know, songs of this caliber. It's like cumbias. I've noticed a lot of cumbias too. Like, is Sonora Dinamita Mexican?
I think so. No sé.
Look it up. Because like a lot of these cumbia groups aren't Mexican, but they're almost rooted in our culture. Like you hear some of these cumbias and they're like from groups that aren't fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like Suavemente? Where's that from?
I don't know, bro. I don't know cumbias.
It's Elvis Crespo. Suavemente.
Mm. ¿Dónde son quién?
Los Sonora Dinamita. Where are they from? Are they bean or not? That's what I'm gonna start asking everybody. Are you bean or not? Let me see your bean credentials, bro.
El Salvador. Or Cartagena, Colombia.
Oh, there you go.
Which
See?
one?
But like they're very rooted in Mexican culture. Like you hear that shit
Es
at
una
parties.
agrupación mexicana y colombiana.
Oh, okay. So there's the Mexican. There's the bean.
Origen Medellín, Colombia, Torreón, México.
Medellín.
Cabrón, ¿de dónde? Like, it's like
Medellín.
Medellín, Colombia y Torreón, México. Like, bro. Like,
Chingón. Anyway, but yeah,
no es el Mariachi Vargas.
where was I?
Huh?
¿Dónde estaba?
Eh,
Terminario.
Don Mike, something.
The
Oh,
mic.
yeah, Don Mike. No te perdona, güey.
Yeah.
He's like,
So next week he's gonna be like, "Look, this is you, bro."
He's like, you
Yeah,
back?
the mic.
He's like, you back? You know what?
Yeah. Anyway, good weekend. It was just as busy as last week
I think this one was busier. Because
we had the gig on Friday.
Friday?
Yeah. So Thursday, Planta. Good. Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to low key use someone else's sound system, which wasn't bad. Like he saved us, if anything, because we didn't have a sound system because ours was what's the word? Indisposed. It was not available for use.
Mm-hmm.
It was trapped. It was in a secure location, but we couldn't use it. Point is, so we had Flaco come out, and we've done this one time before, and I remember us talking about it on the pod, where he brought his sound system, which is a lot different than ours, and in many ways. One of the ways is in how incognito it is. So like you look at ours, it's like the box, which is like a box, to put like like a console mixing station. Um, so that box comes in a huge like it's made out of metal. It's got wheels.
I think it's
You can push it.
Isn't it a bocina case?
Yeah, it's like and it's got converted into like where now we can now put a mixing board on there, and then we have our speakers, which ever since we got these speakers, chingon, bro. 'Cause, like it really does help. Because before we've always had like, I think since I started here, when I started here, there were these big, huge JBL gray ones, and like those were heavy, fucking heavy. And you'd have to. I remember Don Luis. Someone would always like bring it in, and you could see like they're like just like all stiff armed, because they were heavy. I mean, each one had to be like at least 40, 50 pounds or some shit. And you had to put it on the stand, and you'd have to remember we'd have to do the thing where Arturo like lifts it up and then he puts in the little pins, for it to hold. But it was tough to set up the system. It was all of that, connect the cables to the main board, have the actual mixing board, make sure all of that's good. Like it took us a lot to get to where we are now, because now the speakers that we have are pretty lightweight and they snap on.
Yeah.
It's like the bass part on the bottom, and then it's got two treble ones that snap in, which is pretty cool. Like you just slide them in, and then you slide in the other one, and it's like.
They're like two poles from far.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of DJs using these, because I don't know if that's like what their official use is for. I don't know, but like yeah, they're like sound bars, like huge sound bars, which is cool. And then when I first started, did you use a bass mic?
Yeah.
In the beginning, yeah, we had we had one of these, to put the mic on, and it was a bass mic. And I think, I used to hate the one that they gave me, the mic.
What?
It was the one that goes here. It had a little patch, Velcro, and the mic was like this big, and it would be pointed towards the sound hole.
Yeah.
But it made my vihuela heavy, and I didn't like the sound it would give off, because it would pick up the sound from here as opposed to from the sound hole. So I didn't like it at all. So there was that. It wasn't until later that we kind of got what we have now, which is they're all wireless mics now.
Yeah.
We all kind of like, you have a little Velcro. I kind of stick it between my my strap. The violins connected to like the back of their strings, where behind the bridge.
Yeah.
So like everything looks wireless. Like when we're standing there, it's like just us. I think the only one that has an actual mic stand is Arturo, because he has the iPad, and that's also where the trumpets play into. But other than that, like you could look at us and be like, wow, like it sounds like these guys are amplified, but there's no wires or nothing.
Yeah.
It's pretty clean. Like if you think about it, how we started, where we're at now.
Technology, bro.
Technology to make it wireless. And honestly, it's like it's cool, man, that like Arturo figured it all out. Because I feel like he took the time to like really, plan it out to where this is the way that we perform.
Yeah.
Because I even see some professional mariachis like in Mexico and all that. They still use like these, which isn't bad, but it's just like I got so used to being wireless to like, for example, when we played this past Thursday with Flaco, and he brought his system, he still had these, and then the violins had also stands, and then he had the normal huge speakers, and then each one is connected to like a board.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't, his board doesn't come like in a, what's it called? What's the thing we said? And the thing that we wheeled in?
Voice box?
No, the
music box.
I guess a box, right? Well, anyway, point is like it's like A and B. You can't compare the two, because one is like a lot cleaner and one's like coming in. I think he brings it in this big blue box. Like, it's like a plastic one. So like when I walked in, I was like, oh no, like what's gonna happen? Like, but it was because we were using his system. So point is, when we got started, he was still trying to like figure out how to mix it.
I don't think he uses it very often.
I don't think so either, because Arturo had said that 2 of them were connected to the same channel.
Yeah.
So like when he was trying to like mess with it, it would like go all out of whack because it wasn't properly like mixing well or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And you could hear it because the speaker, when we were singing, it sounded like
It sounded like it blew out to me.
it sounded like to me like when you, I don't know how it was for you in Mexico, but usually there's like a truck that drives around, and it's either talking about politics or it's talking about frutas y verduras. They're like
Los que ven los pollitos.
maybe, and they're just like, and it just sounds like very, very. It sounds like a speakerphone
Yeah.
as opposed to like a nice, solid sound. I guess you could say. So that's what it sounded like when we were playing, and everybody there at Seafood Shack would not like. No la despistaban. Like everybody was just looking at us like.
Es que sí, like it nags. Like it's like it feels like it's like drilling into your head. Even for me, that it wasn't directed towards me. I can't imagine like
a speaker turned towards you and you're like listening to it.
Yeah, because the whole point of being at a restaurant is to have a good time,
and eat.
And when you're trying to talk to someone over this loud sound, it's not even like music. It's just sound like piercing through everything. It's not a good time.
We had a lot of issues to the point where we had workers coming up to us like,
bro, one of the waiters, he talked to Arturo or something, and then next thing I know, he's like turning the knobs on the machine. I'm like, cabrón.
Che ingeniero. Yeah. Like, no, I'm like, damn, bro, you DJ or what?
He's like, I can't make it any worse. Like, he's like fucking with it. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, he was working on it like his job depended on it, which is what like kind of.
Which I mean, low key. I mean,
because like I said, like I was just like, for me it was kind of like insulting. I'm like, oh, now y'all motherfuckers listen? Like, because like now everybody's like, damn, that doesn't sound like it usually does.
Yeah.
Like, can you fix this? I'm like, damn, like, now y'all notice like that, we're alive, that we're here. Because there's times where we start and like they still have the music playing from the restaurant.
Yeah.
That shit always pissed me off. Like, we'll be playing, I don't know, Cihualteco, and at the end of Cihualteco, ta-da-da-ta-ta, and then you just hear in the background like, vivir mi vida. Na 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 na. And I'm just like, bro, turn that shit off. Like, empezamos, wey, no mames. Like, hit pause on Pandora. Like, it's it, Does anybody use Pandora? My mom was really into that back then.
It was free. I'm guessing people.
Yeah, you would just press play. It was one of the first ones I remember, like before Spotify, Apple Music, and all that.
Yeah.
You could just like start a station and then boom, hear music. Like mariachi, I would look up mariachi that way.
For real?
A little bit, yeah. To discover, but yeah, I didn't use it too much. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it was just funny because like everybody in the restaurant, I was a little embarrassed, bro. Honestly,
everybody was bothered.
Yeah,
which I mean, I get it.
And then since I was using one of these mics, like the mics that are pointing towards my abuela, like I said, I'm so used to like moving around or something like that, so like I felt very restricted in what I could do. Plus, a lot of things you couldn't hear, but Arturo and Flaco didn't want to move around anything because it was like they didn't know what to do, like, and they didn't want to make it worse. There was one time where they kind of got it all right, and then Arturo went over there to move something around, or Arturo or Flaco, I don't know. Someone moved something around, but it got worse again. We're like, oh fuck, and I'm just like, wait, ya no le muevan, like just leave it, like please, bro. I mean, towards the end, like we kind of got it like más o menos, but it still wasn't perfect. It still wasn't what we're used to, like every night that we go there. But it was definitely like an experience, like having everybody like, bro, like what? Can't wait. We know it's an issue.
Yeah.
Like Arturo was sweating, dude. Like I mean, I was too because it's hot in there. But he was like, you could tell he was stressed. He was just like full, like, empiécenle, güey, la negra, like he's just like, play, please.
No, I'd say that was something else.
It really was. It had me scared for a little bit. But we played. We made it work. We played some talon. And surprisingly, we stayed pretty much till the end. We played for a lot of different people. Guys at the bar, I think. What time did we finish? Like 10:30? 10.
We got cut off, no?
Yeah. Yeah, we did get cut off. Because Arturo was like, yeah, I quedo.
Yeah. It was mainly for the guys at the bar.
Yeah, but it was a great time.
Towards the end, Arturo he was like, "Hey, wait, like I don't jale pa mañana." I'm like, "¿Qué?"
Oh yeah, you were there when that happened.
Yeah,
because we were all ready to be like, all right, we'll see you tomorrow at Burros, or whatever, because Burros is on Fridays. And then did the client call him?
She sent him a text. She's like, hey, she wanted to confirm like you guys are coming tomorrow, right? And Arturo was like, who this?
So many numbers that he probably has. He's just like, if someone like said that to me, I mean, I'm not the boss, obviously, but I feel like I would get that a lot. Like someone's just like, you guys are coming tomorrow, right? And I'm like, who? Like, who are you talking to? Me? Like, who? But yeah, so this lady was like, hey, you guys coming tomorrow to the party? Because it wasn't in the calendar. So I think
no. Well, it's because he said that with this client, it's always like they always insinuate, but they never really confirm. So in his head, he was like, "Pues quién sabe si se va a hacer." So he forgot about it.
And he never wrote it down. Yeah.
Yeah. So she texts him like, "Hey, like you guys coming, right?" And he's like, "Claro." Like, ¿a dónde?
¿A dónde? ¿A qué horas? Which makes it a little stressful because now you have to find someone to cover the planta.
Yeah.
Which he did. He found a group to go over there and cover us. So we ended up meeting the next day to go to Granbury. Granbury's South Fort Worth. We meet up in South Fort Worth to go to Granbury because Granbury is like maybe like from Fort Worth, it's probably like a good 30, 40 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you're going southwest. Yeah. But we met up at the 7-Eleven over there, so we get it all together. We got a new van. En paz descanse la primera.
Yeah. Y esa pues ya casi también. Nos la estrenaron.
Sí, güey. I mean, first one, we lost it because of a damn cow out here. And I think Arturo had just gotten this one. Yeah. And they showed up a little bit later, right? Because me and you got there. You were already there. I pulled up, and I was like, bet, like, because I told you, I told you this. I was like, I knocked the fuck out that Friday. I came home. I had some food, and I was just, like, on my couch. But usually, like, I have a conscious decision of I'm going to go to sleep or I'm going to take a little nappy nap. And this time it didn't happen like that. I felt, like, very weird about it because I ate. I was watching TV and everything, and I woke up, like, like, on my side. Yeah. So, like, I didn't make that conscious decision of let me go to sleep real quick. Yeah. Because I woke up out of nowhere. I woke up we were supposed to meet up at 7, right? And I woke up at 6:20 out of nowhere. Like, luckily everything went well, because I was like, oh shit. Got up like real fast, just changed and like dipped out of here. Because I mean, I'm only like in the meeting spot. I'm maybe like 20 minutes away, so I had like a 20-minute, window to get dressed, and that's why like when I got over there, you were there, and I was like, bet like the van or like nobody's here yet, so like chingon, like we made it, boys, So then I parked, and then they showed up, and then you said that you could see like some part that was kind of broken, right?
Yeah, the front, like the bottom plastic was kind of like broken.
It's kind of hanging a little bit on the van, yeah.
So that's suspicious. Like, que no es nueva,
Era.
Yeah. And then like Don Luis gets up, he's like, ¿No veo una chiva? I'm like, nah.
Yeah, he was like, I thought he was playing around because he was like, hey, yeah, like for you guys that don't speak Spanish, he basically said like, yeah, I ain't see like a goat laying around here. Like, we're like, what? But he was saying that I guess they had hit something. I'm like, no mames, way. We lost the first van with a fucking cow. Now you're telling me you hit a goat? Like,
I mean, a goat is smaller.
But still, though, I'm just saying, like,
I still did damage. But
at this point, it's like it's got to be a sign, bro. Like, what's the sign? Like, you got to take these hints, like, what is it you're trying to tell us? Like, what is it? Like, but like when they showed up, that's the reason they were a little late. So, we took off in the van, which was funny because like the van has a Mexico tint. Yeah, because like you can tell that the tint's been on there for a while because like not from the driver and passenger, but everything behind that, like where all the rows are, it has like a very dark filter that you could tell has faded through the years. Yeah. So like I think it was Boyle who said that like it has that Mexican filter tint, like when you watch a movie and they cut over to the scenes in Mexico and everything's like yellow, like brown or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, because when they go to Russia, it's always like bluish or gray. Yeah. So like when Mexico, it's always like orangey, like dark, and that's exactly what it looks like when you're looking out the window. He said it was a church van before, and I believe,
Apparently.
yeah, it kind of looks like it would. Reminds me of The Office with Michael Scott paper company.
Yeah.
And then like the little Asian lady that's trying to get on there, like, no, this isn't for the church anymore. And she's like, that's like us. We're gonna pull up like to a gas station, and then aquí viene la misa, and I'm like, no. And next thing you know, he's riding with us.
We're like, ¿qué tocas?
Yeah. He's like, yo, pues nada. But yeah, so we ended up going to Granbury for this gig. It was 60th and 63rd birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, two people that were cumpliendo años. And it was let me put it like this. Would I go there again? Nah. It was boring, dog.
Yeah.
Mucha gente andaba media like. And you said they were returning clients.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
It was a serious family. Kind of.
Well, I thought maybe they just weren't like super. Because there was plenty of people there. I mean, they filled up that whole front yard. And it's in the country, you know. So I thought maybe, you know, people. I don't know. I just thought they'd be a little bit more alegres, you know, or some shit. Because even like the guys are usually the ones that are a little bit more into it, like, because they're drinking, obviously. But they were just kind of chilling in the corner doing their own thing. They were all playing dominoes, like, the whole time.
They looked very excited. They were very focused.
Like,
I thought they were playing Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit. They're like,
yeah, like I
they're
can't
like thinking like the next strategy. They're just like,
yeah. He's like, you've set off my draft card. You
yeah.
know? And then you were saying like Exodia. You
Yeah.
know, like, it's because they just had that vibe. Like they were just,
Yeah.
like, none of them were even acknowledging, you know, our existence. But it was funny because like every once in a while there was like a drunk guy there, like, and like, you know, we play whatever we hear. You know, someone over here says, "Hey, yeah," we're like, okay, you know, the next song is "Hey, yeah," so we play it. And then sure enough, like 2 songs later, the guy's like, no, les faltó la de ella, no la tocaron. And I'm like, bro, like, and then Boyo was a little pissed off for that. He's like, dude, I literally went in front of them and sang it.
Yeah.
So you would think that at that point you're like, even if you're drunk, you're like, yeah, y'all played it because I mean, I sang along with you. You know,
Yeah.
like, I don't understand.
It's like, I don't remember. Well, I mean, when you're drunk, you have like a very narrow focus, you know.
Oh, no me digas.
So they were just like, yeah. Yo me han dicho.
It was just funny because like it was a lot there. Like I said, we did our thing. I mean, we're gonna play regardless. We played with bocinas and everything, you know. And was this the one where you said you were hungry? I don't remember. I don't think so.
I said I wanted water.
Did you have some that
Yeah.
night? Oh, okay. Because when I looked over on your side, remember the guy that had the grill on fire?
Oh.
Which was kind of like, like I'm not saying like you're probably thinking like, you know, it was just like a little bit of fire, but no, like it was on fire.
Like, it looked like a little meteor, just like a ball of fire.
I kept telling you, I was like, that's kind of like how my dad cooks. My dad always burns the chicken. Like, he always tells himself like, no, like todo le falta, todo le falta. Like, Dad, those are black.
Well, I know Mexican.
Well done.
Yeah, they like it well done. No raw, no medium rare.
No, but you can't have
like
raw
well
chicken.
done.
I know, but it's like at some point, it's like, Dad, you know, like if I scrape that on a white piece of paper, like va a dejar todo el carbón, you know, like. So like when I looked over at that, I was just like, Dave, my dad's here, you know. Like, but the grill was on fire, so I was just like, damn, like whoever, if anything, the guy who was like, you know, cooking,
He was
just
looking
like,
around so confused, like.
He's like, so who said they wanted theirs well done? Like, who wanted char on their chicken? Who wanted chicken with their char?
Who wanted extra crunchy?
the extra crisp.
Oh, you know.
Have you ever taken a bite of something that burnt on
No.
it? I have, like, because I always give things a chance. I'm just like, maybe I'm just being sensitive. So like I'll eat it and I'm just like, when you know your tongue's all black. Nah, it's not worth it.
It's like eating like a burnt tortilla.
No, yeah, I guess so, but no, it's not worth it. At that point, the piece of meat that you were gonna eat is like dead. Like there's no, it's ash, bro. Like it's not even meat anymore.
There's no nutrition in there.
Yeah, so I was just like looking over there, and I was just thinking like, damn, bro, like he ain't whooping it up. Like he fucked up, you know.
There's a tweet. He's like, I lay down on the thing.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, you gotta learn how to pick it up, bro.
Yeah. I lay down on the grill. Pick it up, bro. No, but yeah, I mean everything was just extra crispy. That
Llegó
was
la
rough.
policía.
La policía. We had just finished the 2 hours, right? Because it was a 2 hour.
No, it
gig.
was during.
Was it during?
It was during an hour. I don't know if it was the extra one that they asked for or during.
Did we play half an hour or an hour?
Play like an hour 20
No me acuerdo.
extra.
Well,
It was 2 hours.
Oh, you're right.
It was 2 hours.
He paid
and
for
then
another hour, and then he
and
said
then-
for another.
like 20 minutes.
Right. Because he said he only had like $200 left.
Yeah.
So Arturo's like, I guess that's worth $200, you know? Like, so we'll play 20 minutes. So it got extended because of that. But the cops did show up, which I thought like, I was even thinking
I
like,
thought we were done.
we're in the country. So I was like, why is this an issue? You know, but it turns out that I think they were blocking like the road. Like the road was just full of cars. Like, because while we're playing, and I thought like we're done for, because like usually when the cops show up, that means like I gotta stop like playing so loud or whatever. But like the cop never came over or anything. The lady who I guess owned the house was over there talking to the cop, and then more and more people started going over there. So then I realized when I saw all the cars moving that they were probably just like parking the car.
There was a guy that was going, and there was like, ¿a qué vas? You know, y te van a deportar, güey. He's like, ah, no, de veras.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
like, nah, mejor no voy.
O sea, me va peor, ¿verdad?
Yo
Sí,
por qué
güey.
voy? You know, si ni es mi casa. You know, he said some shit like that. So he just walked by. He's like, sí.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not taking that risk, bro. Like,
yeah. We played 2 hours. As for another one.
yeah.
And yeah, the guy there was like, I mean, no me tocan 30 minutos with this? And it was like, nah, no mames.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's not worth it, dude, you know? And then, I mean, they gave us, at the end, some...
Leftovers?
I didn't get any cake.
Leftovers.
I didn't grab anything. Did I grab anything?
I was eating the piña,
They had fruit.
and then I ate the strawberry with chocolate.
I ate one of those. Remember? Because we were about to start the next 20, 30, or whatever it was. I might as well get some energy, bro. So I ate like one strawberry with the chocolate covered. You know, it was good. You know?
Yeah, and they were cutting the cake, right? They were pressing a cake,
Yeah.
and then when we really finished, right? They wait, no mames. So, there's a table with the cake, right? And behind that table is a table with the desserts, which I was munching on. Like I was eating. They had like piña and like.
Did you already have cake?
Something?
Or
No, I never had cake.
Okay, same.
And never after what I witnessed. Wait, there was 2 cakes, and this little girl like runs up, and she's like getting a slice, right? The cake is like right here, where the mic is, right? She's cutting. She's that small, like, right? She's getting the cake, getting the spoon, and she's like, "Acha!" And I'm like, I saw like all the little particles just like fall.
Oh, with the light that they had there? Yeah.
She's like fall on this cake.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That really scares me of how much kids don't care.
Yeah.
Like, a normal person would probably be like, the cake is in front of me. Let me sneeze, like, you know, over here. You know, some people do the whole shirt thing where they sneeze into their chest.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've only done it like if I have a jacket, and I'll go like achoo into the jacket, but not on my chest. You know what I mean? I have all my just mocos like on everything else. You know, so like that's weird. Anyway, but this girl just like sneezed. I didn't see it, but I heard it.
Yeah.
So I looked back. I was like, and then he told me like, no, Bob is weak. She sneezed on the cake.
The whole cake. This whole cake was like marinated by this
Yeah. They're like
cloud of particles. Just,
yeah.
Nah, bro. And then this older lady came up and she got a slice of cake. I'm like, I'm just like, provecho. You know what?
Like, I should work. You know what?
No, I was like, you know what? Provecho, señora.
Yeah.
You know, it's good for your immune system.
It's good for you. Yeah, exactly. If anything, you're being exposed to the bacteria, so your body can learn to fight it. You know, so.
Have you ever seen The Matrix?
No, I never seen
Fuck,
The Matrix.
I don't know what else.
The first one?
No, it's like
Second
the third one.
That's not.
But it's like a scene where they're fighting like all the robots. They're like, that's their immune system. Like,
Like,
after that, just fucking
All those mocos, güey.
Yeah.
Ugh. Kids just don't care, bro. Speaking of kids that don't care, the whole time that we were playing, these kids were playing football.
Soccer.
No, like football.
Were they throwing it?
They're throwing a football.
I just remember they were kicking it, which was what made me interested.
No, they had a soccer ball too, but I'm talking about the kids that were throwing the football because like little kids usually can't throw a football. About a football? It's an egg shape, so like not everybody knows how to throw a football. Like it takes technique to like really throw it and make it a spiral. It's not like a baseball, where it's all round, so it's more easily you travel straight. Like if you can't throw a football, you can tell because that thing is like. Yeah. So like these kids are like playing with this little football and they're like trying to throw it, but they're throwing it not only between the tables of people, but they're also, which tells me like, bro, get your kid, bro, like someone's gonna get decked. And they did twice.
Yeah.
Twice they were playing and the kids was just like throwing it up in the air instead of like straight. They were throwing it up and it was landing on the tables or it was landing next to like a lady.
Le pegó una señora.
Yeah, and I'm just over here like, bro, get your kid, no mames. But anyway, they were making me nervous because they were playing by the speakers. I could just imagine like go far, bro, go far, and they just like because they were throwing right next to the speakers, so I could see them like go far, bro, and then like la avientan and motherfucker catches it and like just smash it into the speakers or something. I could see that happening, so I was just like I had hella anxiety like just watching them play.
No, for me it was when they're playing soccer because it was it was like a teenager playing with like a little kid. And like the little kid was having trouble with the guy. I told you it reminded me of me with my bro Joan playing with his little brother.
Oh, where you said you were really good and you were kind of like messing.
Well, I wasn't really good, but he was like a little kid.
Yeah, but like you would juke him.
Yeah. And but this kid, like when he actually got the ball, like se desquitaba, he would kick it.
Mm-hmm. Like
and,
hard
and
or
like
según él, yeah.
And like twice. One time he went like next to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ran to the other side, and then he aimed it back, not at us, but like at the house, which we were in front of.
Yeah.
And it was aiming for Don Luis, because Don Luis was like out there. Mm-hmm. So I was like, no. And now you hear, you see the ball like pass like right behind them too. I was like, damn.
Kids just don't care, bro. They have nothing in their head that's like a filter to be like, don't do this. It's like, no, do this, bro. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. You can do it. They got two devils instead of like the devil and the angel. It's like,
look like a champ, bro. Like
he's like, you could do it, bro, if you believe in yourself. Like, thanks, Satan or whatever, or whatever it is they think.
Dude,
they think of.
Kids are the devil, man.
Yeah. So anyway, it was ended up being 2 hours, so 3 hours and 20 minutes, right? Total.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean. It was good, given the fact that we didn't have to go to Burros and, I'd rather get paid at a gig than at Burros at the Planta. I still ended up getting home around the same time. But, I mean, it was a gig. So.
More money.
Yeah, more money. Next day, we met up at Burros, coincidentally. Which every time we go there, we always do the same joke. Because, like, back then, we got in trouble one time because we had someone else play at Burros and it didn't go well. So then, like, the owner was, like, kind of like, I guess you could say, scolding Arturo.
Yeah.
Because he never goes there to, like, watches or anything. I mean, he just racks up his money. I mean, he's the owner, right? But, like, he called them real worried because, it didn't go well with that other mariachi. So he was like, no, Arturo. Like, we always make fun of him because he was like, no, like, es que tú no sabes, es que ahí nunca se llena, nunca. Like, así como estaba esa noche. And I'm like, bro, like, no matter what, that place is always packed. Yeah. It's usually because of the mariachi. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to front. Like, it's the people go there to watch the mariachi on Friday nights. So, like, it gets full there all the time. So, it's like, so every time we park there, one time he did say, like, no se pueden parquear aquí porque es que se llena aquí, like, I need the parking. And it's like, bro, like, come on. We've seen it, así con todos, and, like, everybody fits here, bro. Like, like... But yeah, we parked at Burros Locos this week. We met up there. First gig was in Denton at the Palacio, which will forever be the place where Arturo lost his trumpet. So sad. Every time I pull up there, I'm kind of low key like, let me look for it, bro. I look out the window to see if maybe it's there. There's a chance, bro.
No way.
Maybe it got buried under an anthill or something. Do
you really want to get it?
I wish. Anyway, at the Palacio, we went there. We went for 15?
Yeah.
An hour? No. 2 hours.
No sé.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah.
It was an hour and a half. They wanted us to do this whole like entrance thing. Like, as soon as we got there, the mom came up to me, which I still don't see. If anything, like you, because you're the taller one, I would think she would come up to you. And you got a beard now, so it's like you're the one encargado. You know?
You have a beard too?
No, mine's not good like yours. I'm like, no, but yeah, I would think that she would come up to talk to you. Well, anyway, she came up to me and she was like, hey, like, van a empezar allá afuera, like, van a salir con el caballo. And I'm like, ¿qué?
Yeah.
And then we went all the way outside. And it was hot. It's still hot here. God damn, the first day of fall was Friday. We need to fucking step it up, Texas. Like, what the fuck? We walked all the way to the other side of the salon because they had a fucking horse, like a real horse, majestic looking motherfucker with a trenza, right? Like,
had a whole fade.
yeah, and it was like a fancy horse because that shit was shiny. Like the coat, I was like, this shit looks cleaner than me, bro. Like, and it was a big ass horse too. Like it looked bigger than normal size. Like, and even like the hooves were big. I was like, damn,
It was a German horse.
it's like a fucking unicorn without the horn.
The war horses.
Sure,
They're
I
all
don't know,
like-
but it was good. Buff as fuck, you know? And they had the quinceanera up there, so like their plan was for us to play Sinaloense or like a sones.
Well, they wanted
walking in.
el
Oh, it was
mi amigo el tordillo.
huh?
Mi amigo el tordillo.
Mi amigo el tordillo. Oh, well, yeah, we played that later, but we walked in with sones. We played like madrugada and Sinaloense, and she the quinceanera was making the horse like dance and everything. And as soon as I saw the drone, I told you I was like, bro, this TikTok is about to go hard.
Instagram. Insta.
Yeah, we ended up finding it on Instagram. But I'm pretty sure it's a TikTok. They took an overhead shot of us walking in with them and stuff like that, which I just kept thinking, like, right now, anything that's outside, I'm very scared of. Because my hair's long and, like, it's just going to...
Oh, there is a snap of you, like, buying
Yeah.
a toy.
It got really windy.
Yeah.
It was fine. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, Thor shows up. And then, like, my hair just fucking...
Yeah.
Like, it's because it's my hair lo tengo suelto, you know? So, like, as soon as wind hits it, it's like...
Yeah.
You know? It's ridiculous.
You look so emo, bro.
See, way.
You're like, anyways, thank you for the toy. I'm gonna go with my
Emo girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was wearing a black shirt, too, like a band T-shirt. So, it's like, yeah. I fit the
Anyways,
aesthetic. Anyway, it was fine. The quinceañera, I felt bad for her a little bit.
You know?
You could tell that, like, she was taking way too many pictures. Like, you can see that where she was just, like, tired of it a little bit. Like, because it was hot, and she was facing towards the sun. Like, we were at least, like, wrapped around, and we were, like, that way we're not in the sun is behind us. But they set her up, like, right in front of the salon, on the horse, and she posed, like, everybody there. So she was just, like, towards the end, you could tell she's, like, not even smiling anymore. She's just, like...
She sang 2 songs?
She sang, yeah. She sang Llorona and... some other... Oh, No Me Queda Más.
No me queda mal.
Yeah. She sang both of those. She did well. That's cool, though. I like that because it shows that, like, they at least know, like, some Mexican music and que se animan. I mean, they can do more than I guess I could say that I've done, which is, you know, sing a song and see live and direct. So,
That's
I mean, that's badass. So I always enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. We finished there, right?
Yeah, they didn't give us food or nothing. We just took off. But we stopped at...
Circle K? That's what it was.
No, that was before. We stopped at
Oh.
Circle K before. Fuck, I forgot my donut in the van. So many snacks that I've left in the van. I'm pretty sure Arturo's like... Either that or he takes a bite and he's like, And then he
No,
throws them.
está malo. It's like,
Yeah. Because I only took like 3 bites of my donut. And then I was like, I'm going to save this for later. And then I always forget it at the end. I've left so many half-eaten bags of chips in the van. And not on purpose. Like, literally, like, I'm like, I'm going to save this for later. And then it's later, and I'm like, damn, I forgot them in the van. I was like, nah, I don't have nothing. But we stopped at... the next gig was for our violinist, Saul's sister. She was turning 15. We played an hour there.
Saul is 15 too.
He looks 15. It's kind of cute, though, because he's, like, the older brother. He's, like, the oldest.
But he looks like the youngest. No, I'm just kidding.
But he's also taller than all of them.
For real?
Yeah, he's the tallest.
He's taller than ¿cómo se llama?
Diego?
Diego?
Yeah. Diego's tiny too. Yeah, like Saul is the tallest and he's the shortest here. So it's like yeah. I mean, I'm taller than Saul by like a little bit, but it's enough.
Aren't you the tallest in your family?
I was until my little brother overtook me.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to hold that title.
He got that gene.
But it's crazy because my little brother, like for the longest, was the smallest kid. Like I remember, like I have an uncle in Mexico that, like one of my uncles that he actually stayed over there, and like every time he would see Jose, because it's his ahijado, he used to always say like el Jose siempre se queda igual, and yeah, like out of nowhere, fucking growth spurt. I forgot when it was, but actually you might have been there for it because you played with my brother, no? At least 1 year. Was it your senior year?
No, when I was there, he was still tiny. He's still.
But so it was your senior year?
Yeah.
And you played with him when he was a freshman?
No, he might have been in 8th grade. Cause Mariela was a freshman when I was a senior.
Oh, okay. So it was the year after my sister must have been a sophomore. No, a junior, and because they're 2 years younger. Okay. Yeah. So my brother was a freshman, and she was a junior. Okay. So you never played with my brother?
Well, I played with him, just not in school, I guess.
Where'd you play with him?
Parties for your family.
Right. Well, anyway. I know when he got to high school, he was still kind of on the smaller side. And it wasn't until he was a little bit older that he got there. Okay, wait.
No.
Good thanks.
Just remember something cringe. Hello?
Well, anyway, yeah, he got a little bit taller later. So Saul was the tallest.
Was.
Is.
No, is in his family, yeah.
Is
I'm like, never was. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, cute.
But it was cool. It was a nice salon.
Yeah, it was very cute. They had like all this stuff.
They had this, I've never seen that before. It was for a quince. They did like this silhouette thing where they put like a sheet and then they put up a light. And then what did they do? They did a...
They pretended she was growing up, I think.
Yeah, they did like... so like his dad was holding like... I'm assuming a doll because I don't think they had a real baby. But like you could just see the silhouette from the side we are. And like with every passing couple seconds, he would be holding... Now it went from like a baby to like a young girl. And then like a little bit older, you know, like maybe like early... maybe like 5th grade, 6th grade or whatever, and then it's like her like now as a 15-year-old. So like little by little the silhouette gets bigger, like she gets taller, she gets bigger. Yeah. So it was cute. What they didn't tell us was that we were a big part of that, the mariachi, because they kind of cut us off a little bit because they started turning off the lights. So we're like, okay, what's going on? Like, the fuck?
I was like break time, and they're like, squat. I'm
like, we thought it was a break because Boyo even went to the bathroom. He takes off. And then it was just us. So we were just like chilling. And then out of nowhere, like this dude who was, I guess, like a coordinator, he comes up to us and he's like, hey, so you guys are playing the Silhouette song, right? And I'm like, first of all, what the fuck? What is the Silhouette? What are you talking about? Because like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I just said like, I'm not sure. He's like, let me go double check. And then I'll come back and tell you guys. Point is, he left and he never told me nothing. So then Arturo was just like, vamos a tocar de sangre de tu cuerpo. And I'm like, oh, okay. Which I was like, because Boyo left, we had one violinist helping us, and then the other one was Saul's brother. So they didn't know the arrangement that we do. So like they were lost throughout the whole thing. But point is, we started playing it, and we didn't realize, but Saul was singing one part, and the other one was my sister.
She was singing the little girl part.
Singing, yeah, the girl part. So like even when we started playing it, I was like, who the fuck is singing? And I started like looking around because I knew it was none of us. And then I seen it was my sister. And I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. I was like, have you seen cabrones? Like we had no idea this was happening. You know, like it really took me by surprise. So when we started playing and everything, I was like, okay. And then Boyle starts walking in like smiling. I'm like, ya ves? Why'd you go to the bathroom? I was like, ya ves? But he came and my family was there, which is cool. I said, what's up to them? It literally feels like I only talked to him like 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, well, I gotta go, like, cause we had to go to another gig. The last gig was birthday party. Some lady got mariachis for her, I'm guessing husband or boyfriend's 40th birthday.
He didn't look 40.
Yeah, but it had a 40 balloons. He still looked young. You know? Yeah. Okay.
No. I was harassing that guy.
I
was like, where you get your shirt? Huh?
Oh, the guy. Oh, yeah, there was a guy
wearing... the new Mexico jersey looks really cool. Yeah, and he had it on. I was like, what?
He had that new drip.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that's the first time he wore it. He's like, hell yeah, like like we're going to Roberto's party on Saturday. That's be the first day I wear it.
I'm a fucking flex.
Yeah, because right now, like a lot of people are trying to get it because it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah. I was
cool.
like, hey, I like your shirt. He's like, thank you. I'm like, where you get it? Like,
Dámela.
he's like, no, it's en línea. I'm like, me lo voy a comprar. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it is a nice shirt. I'm gonna get one.
But it was cool. The lady kept wanting. I mean, when we got there, we played like a popurrí de cumbias for like 20 minutes. That's how we knocked out like right away. We played La Negra coming in.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry. We played Mañanitas coming in. And then after that, it was like a popurrí de cumbias for like 20 minutes. And I remember looking at my clock like, damn, like we really just killed 20 minutes. And it was a 2-hour gig. So I was just thinking like, okay, well, like, chingon, like we got that out of the way. But she kept wanting like canciones así, like movidas.
Yeah, she wanted
to dance.
Puro ambiente.
Yeah, and we finished. The point is, we finished 2 hours, and by the time we finished, she wanted another 30 minutes? Is that what it was?
I think that's what she wanted.
Yeah. So the good thing is that we finished, like, I guess you could say on time. You guys like basically took over the tequila bottle at the end.
Well, that guy kept serving us, the Jersey guy.
Yeah, but then y'all served yourselves.
Well, he didn't. He stopped showing
He
up.
stopped showing up. We're like, we're not alcoholics. We're just thirsty.
Yeah. It looks like water. I'm like,
Yeah.
gotta work like water, am I right?
I went back there because I saw Topo Chico in the cooler.
Yeah.
And I was like, they didn't offer us water, bro. So I'm sorry, I'm stealing this shit. So I was like, give me that shit. So like, I even opened it because I had seen this. I had considered it before, but I didn't have a bottle opener. So I was like, nah, I'll leave it there. But then I saw the guy had one of those connected to the bar.
Yeah.
Like the ones that you could just like, you know. And I was like, oh, yeah, chingue, wey. So I went back over there and I grabbed it. I was like, hell yeah. But yeah, it was cool. And then you were hungry.
I was starving.
You ate I didn't like them, dude.
I liked them.
Los tacos
That was fucking good.
It didn't taste like it though. I've had that before, and that's not.
I was just hungry, I guess.
There was some crunch in there that I didn't understand.
I didn't have crunch. I think we got different things. Cause you kept describing it. I'm like, mine didn't taste.
Mine was crunchy and it had like weird shit in it.
Mine just had like the la carne, la salchicha.
Mine didn't have that.
I think you got something else then.
That's what I asked for. I just said one of each, and he's like, all right, bet. Che taquero culero.
I got 4 de discada, and I was like, le puse todo a cada uno. Like,
I was eating did you see that they had a platter of Chick-fil-A strips, chicken strips?
oh, bro?
They were cold, but like they kind of hit. I ate like 2 of them. And they were like cold, like I said, but I was like, it's kind of good. Like I think I was just hungry, but it kind of hit. I was like, damn, hell yeah. And so we finished that up. We went to the band, got to our. Oh, you rode with me. We had rehearsal.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Saul. Saul's gonna do a recital, so we were going over some music in the morning. So your car was parked here. Yeah.
We went to Jack in the Box.
We went to Jack because we went to the fucking. You saw what I'm saying? This was like at what time? It wasn't that late. We got there like at 12 or almost 1 in the morning, and the line was outside on the street. I was like, nah, fuck that. I was like, my only other option is Jack. I'm sorry. Like, so we went to Jack.
How to get Jack? I miss the old burgers from Jack.
Yeah, Jack back in the day when the logo was on the actual box and it was like in block lettering. Yeah, it hit different. Even the curly fries like hit different. Like everything just hit different.
When I opened it in my room, I was like, this is so sad.
Oh yeah, you left right after, right? Yeah. And then it was funny because like we got to the drive-thru and I told you that guy in front of us was like puking.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of gross. Like he opened his car door,
yeah.
which was like,
it was so liquid too.
And then he just closed the door and then just kept it pushing. And
it was so liquid. Like Marina was like,
yeah, dude.
Can I get a number 3? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I made it like so gross. Like, it's just like, can I get a 4, please? What was that, sir? You know, it was.
Give him.
Yeah, it was really rough, dude. But point is, we got our food. We all got back home. We all got safe. We have our health.
We got paid.
And we had a gratin.
Took me a while to like.
Great time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, gratin. Let's get to Charro Chat real quick because we are running out of motherfucking time. Charro Chat. Here we go. Julian Esparza 53 says, do y'all know where I can buy a Morales Vihuela? Call Roberto. Damn, you can't call Roberto. Call Victor Morales or Ruben Morales. I don't know. Earn Crab 392 says, favorite design style of gala or greca? Well, I don't know what that means. Like.
Yeah, like, do you like the horses? I think my favorite one has been the horses.
I think I'll just go with like trajes that I like.
Okay.
I like Sol de Mexico's lime green trajes. They don't wear them anymore, but those I really like.
I like the dark green with yellow more.
Which one?
The dark green with yellow.
The Corazón Buenas Noches.
Those have
yeah,
so
the
much
Sprite
character.
ones. Hell yeah, because they're so like ill, but they look so good.
Yeah, like have a lot of character. Like
they're like, oh, they're also CharroBeans colors. I just realized that they're literally that. Because I was gonna say like they're ill together, but like they're kind of good, and I'm like, that's funny. That one I like the old Camperos like orange ones, the Gamusa ones, like raw straight up orange, that vintage like orange. Because they look like sofas. I like that shit. I don't know why. And then another traje I really, really like is uno que sea verde. Oh, I guess that's one thing I can say. I've always wanted a dark green traje. Like, you know whose I thought were clean back in the day? UT Pan Ams. They're green ones. They're green traje.
They were shoes like soles. Oh, no, okay.
They're green ones.
They look like Beatles. Like, because it's like dark orange boots or...
Yeah, but I'm talking... Oh, I guess not so much the boots. I would probably get green boots, but... Yeah, the rest of it I like. I like that dark green with like all the fancy hilo, and then just with gala. Like that should look clean. Like on stage, that should look clean. So yeah, that's like a traje that I think like if I had a choice, I'd probably get one like that. Yeah, and I'd be like, ¿Qué de tiene? Que me esté muriendo? Have you seen that Chente shit? Fuck.
No.
Rough.
Oh, the show
where he's singing.
No.
Yeah, that shit was rough. No, I haven't seen the show, but I've seen the clip.
Yeah.
That shit. That just like turned me off completely. I'm not going to watch that shit. I'm sorry. Like, who in their right mind like said like, yeah, it just sounds hard, bro. Like, let's keep them on. Like, nah, it's rough, dog. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm missing it, but that's what I saw. Oh, you didn't say yours. You just said one of them. That's it.
I like the Greca, the caballo. This is the one that Vargas uses. The gala con los caballitos.
The heads?
Yeah.
Where one's facing each side?
Yeah.
One's facing that way and then one's facing that way.
This is the one that I have from my traje.
Okay. What are 5 sones every charro should know?
Son de la negra.
Son de la negra. One. I mean, I guess if you're talking about like your base sones, son de la negra. Cihualteco. Like if like I'm looking at like a good assortment.
El relámpago.
Yeah. So okay. So instrumental. Okay. So.
Well, sones in general.
Yeah.
Like something.
Well, I'm thinking about it like at a gig.
Yeah.
Like where you feel like you could hang. Relámpago would be one. Yeah. Son de la negra. I would say Cihualteco.
There's so many.
Exactly, but Cihualteco I feel like it's standard almost.
I think Maracumbe is standard.
Oh, and then one son abajeño. I would learn one son abajeño like.
Probably el cuatro or los arrieros. I think los arrieros is the most famous one.
Or pasajero. The one more obscure I would think is like el cuatro or las olas.
El cuatro. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would rather you learn los arrieros or pasajero. Relámpago, Cihualteco, La Negra, and then Toro Viejo.
No.
No? I feel like that's a standard.
Camino de Colima.
Camino de Colima. Yeah, I guess those are all very good songs. Standards.
Well, it's what I play with the most.
Really?
Yeah, it's always like those. Or el carretero even.
And Culebra.
The culebra. Well, that's our thing.
Yeah. That's fine.
El burro.
I've never played burro.
You never played it?
Only with Imperial way back in the day. But
For real?
Yeah, I never played it anywhere else.
You never played with Allende? We don't play it?
We've never played burro.
Huh.
I know it, but I've never played it. Entonces, no sé. Yeah.
Zeta.
Confessions. Not gonna lie, I hate asking for time off when I need it. Yeah, same. I don't like to inconvenience anybody. That's like my main thing. So like, I hate the fact that like, and it sucks because like when I'm in my regular jobs, I feel like there, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna need some time off. Like, I'm sorry, but like with mariachi, it's different because I feel like people honestly rely on me. So then, like when I leave or like I take time off, like it feels like they have to fill a void there because yeah, I mean they don't usually have to worry about that armonía at all, like, especially like if we're both there. Like you don't have to worry about us. Like I mean, unless you call for some shit that we're like, good, you know. But you know, other than that, we'll make it up on the spot where we have to, you know. So like to replace one of us, I feel like it could be difficult. Like I feel like maybe you could find a bass player or vihuela player, but one que se sabe muchas canciones and shit. I mean, it's hard. It's kind of hard too. So that's one thing I don't like asking for time off either. And then last one was just I'm dying to hear the complete CharroBeans intro. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was cool. The video that I don't think it was a direct like thing for us. It was more like they were playing that.
It's a fun little tune.
Yeah, the song is called Donde Encontrarás, right? Yeah. So the inspiration did come kind of like that. I forgot what mariachi was. Mariachi Nuestras Raíces. I think I saw it on there. And what's cool about it is that they were playing it, you know, on I think that was Paris, right?
Yeah.
Was it Vegas?
Unless it's a really good like green screen.
Yeah, that or like they went somewhere where they have a really badass replica. Like,
yeah.
That's why I say like Vegas. No. But I mean, if it was in Paris, that's pretty cool that they're like in traje. They're playing this song because they played in O sea, Estilo Vargas in that video because the inspiration came from there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight up. I saw a video years ago, and I've always liked that tune. So like when it came to creating a theme for this whole thing, like I think that was like the first thing I told you. I had some other ideas to maybe possibly turn into a theme, but that was like the first one. I think I remember asking you like, "Te la sabes?" And you're all like, or did you learn it? Did you already know it?
Yeah, I play it all the time.
Really?
I have like memories of me playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since like
I don't remember if I just said like, "Hey, can you learn it?"
Probably learned it like in high school.
Oh shit.
Like it's from a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, pues chingón.
Don't ever disrespect me.
Well, yeah, what they did is they played it, you know, in Paris. The Estilo Vargas, you know, starts with the harp and then entra la vihuela, y luego entra la guitarra, luego entra, you know, el guitarrón y todo. So I thought that was pretty cool. Did we ever finish? I mean, it doesn't exist. We never recorded the rest. No, us.
Yeah.
What we recorded.
We did.
No, all I took was a piece of it. It was like
But it's recorded.
No, it's just a loop. Like you recorded it like from the beginning. Dun, 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 dun.
And then we do it.
Yeah,
so
but
I remember ending it.
Yeah, you just end it like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like there's nothing complete about it though. It's not a complete. I think I have it somewhere on the computer, but I can check. I just remember that I took a piece of that, looped it, that created the beat, and then I just finished it that way. Because I mean, if you listen to it, I fade it out, like it doesn't go to anything. And then like the interlude, which is the middle part, I think that just recorded you that by yourself, and then you know made that the ending to the episodes, and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
You gonna tell them?
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys coming out for 99 episodes of CharroBeans podcast. It's been a long time coming that we've been doing this episode, trying to get to 100. And so I talked to Victor low key about this. Well, it's not low key. I just told you about it, right?
Yeah.
I think we're going to be taking a break after this 99th episode once it comes out. It's a fly. I don't know how the fuck you got in here. Anyway, we're going to be taking some time off from the podcast. I want the 100th episode to be something more than what would happen if we did it next week. So basically meaning I had like a plan for it, stuff that I wanted to do for it. Obviously, I couldn't get to it. That's kind of my fault, but it's also because I've been working a lot. And you've been working a lot too. Shit, I mean, you've been doing a lot of school shit. You're dual enrolled right now. You got
Más o menos.
yeah. So
You know.
I wanted to make it bigger, make it more of an event. To the fact that it is 100. It's a big accomplishment for us to. I mean, think about it. When we started with all this, we didn't think we'd get this far. But I want to make it a little bit bigger, and I feel like I need to take a break, just in general too, because I told you like I want to kind of focus on myself a little bit. I feel like I've been putting.
Get your nails done, your hair done.
I'm like ponte serio, way.
Pedicure. Oh
no, but like I feel like I've put a lot of time into this podcast, but I kind of want to focus on some other things for right now at least, because this takes up a lot of my time, and I'm sure yours too. When it comes to editing and putting it all together, and I know it seems kind of like, yeah, you kind of said I've signed up for this, but yeah, it's true. I kind of did, but it takes a lot of work to get it to be what you guys are used to, and I feel like that's kind of like diminishing the amount of time I've been spending on other things that are important also. So I think for right now, I kind of want to focus on those things first, and then that way I can come back stronger with the 100th episode, because I feel like you guys and us deserve to have, the 100th episode that I at least have in my head. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I think we should take a break from the pod for now, and then that way we come back stronger and better, more focused. I'm speaking strictly for myself too. Like I want to be in a better place than I am, I guess, right now with a lot of the stuff that's going on around with me. So, in order to do that, I have to make some sacrifices, I guess you could say, and one of them is taking some time off from this pod, man. Unfortunately.
no, it's good. I mean, it gives them time to catch up on all the other ones.
Yeah.
Go back to the first ones. Take notes.
Right.
There will be a quiz.
There's gonna be a quiz at the end of at the beginning of the 100th episode. Will be literally a quiz.
Whoever passes can watch the 100th
can watch
episode.
it. No, yeah. And it sucks because I don't want to do this, but I feel like it's something that's necessary.
No, sir.
I want to be in a better place as far as mentally to keep going with this kind of stuff. So.
Sure. I mean, if my major is teaching me anything, is that you gotta find out when you're something it's fixing, and you gotta do it. See what?
I'm like, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
I was gonna say it.
Nah, but yeah. That so when the next time we come back is, I'm not exactly sure right now. I want to take care of some stuff first, and then when I feel the time is right, and hopefully you guys wait for us, we'll be back.
So thank you guys.
So thank you guys so far for 99, and we really hope to make 100 special. Like that's really my goal here too. But I think I need to take the time off and process for it a little bit more. But till then, I guess all we can say is we're signing off. Listen to another pod for a sec. We hope you come back because we appreciate you. And we'll come back for the 100th episode.
You guys have a good one.
Yeah.
Study.
Tú, cabrón.
I'm serious about the quiz. Right.
All right. Well, for the meantime, like, subscribe, catch up on the episodes. I know y'all been slacking. No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm like, I'm talking to my wife right now. No, but listen to the other episodes, catch up. Do something with your time, and then hopefully we will be back sooner than later. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See you guys later. Signing off.
Oh, that's what it is. That's the key.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Right.
It's an E, stupid.
Oh, shit.